Hello, hi, good afternoon, everybody. My name is David Thomas, and I'm a sanitation engineer with the British Red Cross, and I'm going to deliver the last espresso session of the day. And I will be talking about a fecal sludge treatment plant that's been recently built and commissioned in Camp 18, Cox's Bazar, Bangladesh. The project was a collaboration between the Bangladesh Red Crescent Society, the British Red Cross, and the Swedish Red Cross, supported by Urban Waters and CDD India, who were providing technical assistance. This will be a very quick presentation, so I won't hang around for too long. The context here was clearly 2017, just short of 1 million people were displaced from Myanmar across into Bangladesh and settled in the Cox's Bazar area. Very good instant response to providing latrines, but this led on to an issue about how we dealt with the fecal sludge that was generated. Initially, liming was used, but then everybody was looking for a more sustainable solution, and we started work on a low-cost anaerobic type treatment process. This is the flow diagram that we arrived at. The fecal sludge comes in. It's put into an anaerobic stabilization reactor. This is not an anaerobic digester, but it does help homogenize the incoming wastewater treatment, wastewater for good treatment. That's then passed on to drying beds. The dried sludge is incinerated, and the liquid from the drying beds goes through a series of treatment, an integrated settler, an anaerobic filter, a planted gravity filter, and from that point, the effluent is good enough for reuse. It goes into banana plantation and off to the environment. We're treating about 14 to 15 meter cubes a day. That's around 20,000 people, which is the population size of Camp 18. This is a hydraulic layout of the plant and the main treatment processes. This is our footprint. A lot of design and thought went into this footprint to make sure it keeps operating even when the area is flooding. Here is a picture of the quality of the effluent as it moves through the process, and we can see that the liquid is cleaning up nicely. In fact, it's meeting the COD standards required for Bangladesh, which is great. It's a little bit short on the E. coli figures. We're not quite getting down to the log 3 figures that we would like to. It's around about log 4, log 5, but it is good enough for reuse. This is why we're using a banana plantation. Costs were around $15,000 per meter cube to construct, a little bit higher than normal figures. That's because an awful lot of money was spent on transportation to the site, but it still works out about $10 per person. And operating costs are very low, and only really cover the required manual, the operation team and the supervisor. There's no chemicals, there's no power. It's running on solar, so it's incredibly low inputs, which is great. Lifespan for 20 years. And I say the main learning point for us as an organization, I think, was this ability for us to move from the emergency phase through to a long-term sustainable FSM in a managed and controlled way over a period of years. Okay, well, I hope that's been of interest, and I hope you all had a very good conference. Thank you very much.